What's going on, everybody? It's Nathan here, and today I am going to be teaching you guys how to solve a Rubik's Cube, the beginner method. Now, there are a lot of ways to solve Rubik's Cube, but I always thought that the easiest way was to first get a cross, then solve the white side, and then solve the bottom two layers, and then solve the top. There are a few things that I need to point out before we go ahead and Before we go ahead, I said frick. I didn't say fuck. Frick. Okay. But anyways, there are a few things that I need to point out before we get started with this, like the notation of the cube and some beginner algorithms. Now, the way that you orient the cube is you want to have it like this, like facing you. You don't really want to have it like this. And this right side right here, this is going to be called R. So, and the moves are just the letters. So if I said R, like do an R move, you would just move the right side up. If I said R prime or R inverted, it would be just doing this, turning the right side down instead of up. Now for the left side, it's the opposite. If I said L, you turn it down clockwise. And if I said L prime, then you would turn it counterclockwise. And we're also going to talk about U. U is the top. So if I were doing U, I would turn it this way to the left. And if I were doing U prime, I'd just turn it the other way. And F is also the front. And if I did F, then I would turn it this way. If I did F prime, I would turn it this way. I will leave a timestamp in the description or in the comment section if you ever get lost and you need help learning the notation. Then it'll just bring you right here. And we're going to be using two algorithms throughout this process. We're going to use the right algorithm, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, which is basically just the standard algorithm. And if you do that one, I think 5 more times, then it will go back to solve. So that is the righty alg. If you ever forget how to do it, then again, timestamps will be in the description or in the comment section, and it'll just take you back to here. Now, the next algorithm is called the left algorithm, or lefty alg, which is L prime, U prime, L, U. It's basically just the same thing, but on the other side. So that's it for the basic algorithms, and so let's go ahead and give our cube a scramble. Alright, now that our cube is scrambled and we're back, we can go ahead and get into the tutorial. Now, feel free to slow down the video if I'm going too fast, but anyway, let's move on to the first step. The first thing we want to do is locate the center yellow tile, and we want to hold that on the top. And make sure, if you actually scratch that, you don't need to put your hand on here, but just be aware that of the centerpiece. No matter how many of these blocks are on one side, this will always be the yellow side. This face right here will be the yellow side. But what you want to do is you want to go around and find these white centerpieces like this. These white blocks right here. Like here's one, and here's the other 3. And what you want to do is you just want to line these white ones up around the yellow square like this. So like these two. And if you want to move a piece like this to here, then what you just have to do is you just have to turn the right one down, and you have to turn the front one up like that. And it looks like we have one more. And if you're confused on how to get this one up there, all you have to do is you just have to turn it so it's on the side right here, and then move the bottom too, and then move this up. Once we have this step right here, we want to go ahead and move these white tiles around so that these two colors match. So that this block right here lines up right here. And since these two already match up, these two do not. So it's really easy to switch it. What you want to do is, if you want to switch them like this, I recommend just switching them diagonally until you get them in the right place, because it's a little more advanced move if you try to move them the other way. So what you want to do is you want to go R prime, U prime, R, U. And what that did is that put this one right here. So you can just go ahead and do R prime and move it back up so that there is, I like to call it a daisy because it kind of looks like a daisy. And so that all of these are lined up like that. Once you have this, what you want to do is you want the white side to be on the bottom. This white centerpiece, you want that to be on the bottom. And you just want to turn the front face twice with these in line. And for this one, you want to rotate the cube on each side like that. And you're going to have a white cross right here and right here. And you're going to have these two lined up like this. And once we're done with that, then we can move on. All right. Now we are going to solve the whole white side and have these white pieces in the right spots. So what you want to do is you want to find a corner piece that has that has white on one side, and you want to look at the other two colors. So this one's green and orange, and you want to find the corresponding side like that. And you just have to make sure that the piece you want is on the top right corner. It doesn't matter what side the white is on. You just want this piece right here, this whole block, to be on the right side. So like it could be like this, or it could be like this. And you just have to do the right algorithm. So it's like this. It's R, U, R prime, U prime, like that. And the corner piece is in the right spot, and it's lined up. So for this one, you can see the white's in the top right corner, and it's blue and orange, and here is blue and orange. And what you want to do is you want to do the righty algorithm until the piece goes into place. R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. And as you can see right here, this piece went in here, but that's not the right piece we want, so we just want to put this one in. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. And as you can see, we got this corner on the white side, and right here it's orange and blue, and so it's lined up. And we're just going to do that for all of the other sides. Like that. And we've only got one more to go, which is right here. And just like that, we've got the whole bottom layer solved in the right spots. And now we can work on the edges. This is another important algorithm to learn that will help you a lot when you're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube, specifically the second layer. What you want to do is, again, you want to pick a side, pick two colors, and then stick to one side. And you want to look at the top and find a piece that lines up right here with the same color, and that's also the same color for right here. So now, for this one, what you want to do is you line it up like this so that these two colors match these two colors. And you want to make sure that this one's lined up. And you just want to move it this way. You want to keep looking at this side, and you just want to turn it once. So that's right here. And you want to do R, U, R prime, U prime. And you're going to turn the cube this way. You're going to rotate it this way. And you're going to do L prime, U prime, L, U. And just like that, we put this edge piece into the right slot. I'm going to go ahead and find an example of where you need to move it to the left, because that's, again, it's just the same thing, but it's on the other side. So make sure that this is lined up. Make sure that these are the matching colors. This piece right here and this side. You just want to turn it out of the way. Go L prime, U prime, L, U. Rotate the cube so that this piece right here is on the top. And you're just going to go R, U, R prime, U prime. And just like that, we have put two edge pieces in. And right here, as you can see, this piece is in the right spot, but it's not rotated correctly. So to fix that, it doesn't matter what piece is up here, but you're just going to do the algorithm as if you were putting one into the slot. So you just go R, U, R prime, U prime, rotate the cube, L prime, U prime, L, U. And so we put a piece that we don't need right now into here, and we popped this one out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this piece in right here, and remember, line it up. Make sure that these two colors are the same as these two, and you're just going to rotate it out of the way. R, U, R prime, U prime. Rotate the cube. L prime, U, L. And just like that, we've got 3 of them in, and we have 1 more to go. So remember, line up the colors. Make sure that these two are matching. Turn it out of the way. L prime, U, L, U prime. Rotate the cube. R, U, R prime, U prime. And just like that, we have solved the first 2 layers, and we are ready to move on to the next step. Okay, guys, for this next step, there are quite a few cases for the top side. The first case, if you get really lucky, then there's already going to be a cross right here. But if you're not that lucky, then there should be an angle. You know, I'll just show you guys. So the first case is this right here. The first case is that, and during this step, you can just ignore all the corner pieces. This case is a line in the middle, like 3 yellow blocks going through the center. And here is another important algorithm for this. When there's a line like this, what you want to do is you want to make it so the line is going horizontal. You want to be holding the cube straight like this, and you want to do F. You just want to turn the front face and then do the right algorithm. And then turn the face back. And it should put a cross on here. And the other 2 cases is, there's this one where there's an angle like this. And again, we can just ignore the corner pieces for this step. And what you want to do here is you want to make sure that the angle is like this, like facing towards you. So that the corner right here, the corner inside of the angle is like facing towards you. Basically, you don't want it to be like this. You don't want it to be like that. You don't want it to be like this either. You want it to be like this so that one of the sides, so that this side is facing you and the other side's on the right. And this is another important algorithm. It's pretty much the same thing as the first one, except instead of moving the first layer, you're going to want to move the first two layers, so like this. You're going to take the first two and do an F move, and then do R, U, R prime, U prime. And then you're going to turn the faces back, and you should have a cross. The third and final case is if you don't have an angle or a line, and you have a dot. Now for the dot, you're going to do the algorithm for the line. You're just going to do F, and then the righty alg, like that. And then you're going to have an angle, and then you just do the algorithm for that, which is take the first two faces, and then do R, U, R prime, U prime, and then turn them back. And once you get across, you're ready to move on to the next step. All right. Once you're here, this step is fairly simple, but it will really mess you up if you don't do it right. So what you want to do is you want to, and this, once you're on this side, you're going to stay with this side, and you're not going to rotate it at all. If you do, that will seriously mess you up. I can't stress this enough, because when I was learning, I would always try to rotate it whenever I go to put these corners in, and I would always mess it up. So what you want to do is you want to have the white side on the top, and you want to be facing whatever the other side is, and you want to keep it like this the whole time. And what you do is you make sure that the piece that you're trying to rotate, like this yellow piece, if you want to rotate it and put it so it's in this face right here, what you do is you do the righty alg until it goes in, and make sure you do the full right algorithm. Make sure to do the U prime at the end too. So like this: R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. Now it should mess up the white side. That's completely normal. That's what it's supposed to do. And once you have this in here, what you're going to do is you're just going to turn the bottom side until the next piece is in the bottom right spot. And you're just going to repeat the right algorithm until it goes into place. And if your Rubik's Cube hasn't been taken apart before or moved the stickers on it or anything, then this should always make it go back to solve and have the yellow side solved too. And once you're ready to do this, we can move on to the next step. Alright. This step is simple, but again, it can really mess you up if you don't do it right. So I'm gonna show you guys the next step right now. The next step is putting the corners in the right positions. And basically there's like 3 cases that can happen. Every corner could be normally like aligned normally. 2 of the corners can be aligned like this one, and 2 corners can be aligned like this one and this one. I don't think that only 1 corner can be aligned. I mean, it looks like that right here, but these 2 need to switch right here. And again, don't rotate the cube in the middle of this. You have to rotate it once, but if you pay attention and you are careful, then it shouldn't be that hard. So what you do is you're going to do R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. And after you do it 3 times, you're just going to rotate the cube so that the white piece is on the left side. And you're going to do the lefty algorithm. L, U prime, L, U, L, U prime, L, U, L, U prime, L, U. And that should make all of the corners in the right spots, like this. This one, this one, this one, and this one. And it did mess up the yellow side, but you can just go up here and then redo the whole thing. So after you have all of the corners in spot, it should look something like this. If there isn't one solved side, then that's fine. Then I will show you what to do next. All right. Once you have the sides like this, if you don't have one solved side, that's completely okay. You're going to do this algorithm. If you do have a solved side, then what you want to do is you want to just start on the solved side and go like this. R, U, R prime, U prime, do the righty alg, and then do the lefty alg. R, or L prime, U prime, L, U. And just like that, you got these 2 white ones here. You got like a T shape on the top and the front. And what you do is you're just going to turn this one out of the way, bring the right side up, put this one back into place, bring the right side down, just move this right here, turn the left side up, and then turn the top back in line, and then turn it down. And just like that, you have solved your Rubik's Cube. Now, I will be going over 2 more cases of fixing the top layer because there are 2 more things that could happen. And if that did happen, don't click off the video because I'm not done yet. I will show you what to do right now. Now, if you have a case like this and none of the sides are lined up, or none of the middle pieces are lined up, then what you want to do is you just want to pick a side, and you're just going to do the same algorithm. You're going to do R, U, R prime, U prime, L prime, U, L, U. And you're just going to move the top out of the way, bring the right side up, move it back, bring the right side down, and move the top out of the way again, bring the right side up, and bring the top here again, and then bring the left side down. And it should have one side solved. If it doesn't, then there's probably something wrong with your Rubik's Cube. Just go ahead and take out the pieces in the middle, and then rearrange them so that you have one side solved and the other ones are not. Now, another thing that can happen is if you have one solved side and you do this algorithm, then it could happen that the sides still aren't solved, but hang on that one, it did work. So hang on. So say that you did this, you did the thing, you did the algorithm that moves them into place, and it's still not solved. What you want to do here is you just want to do the same thing again, because basically what this algorithm right here is doing is it's just moving the center pieces around in a clockwise direction. And as you can see, it's not done again, so you just want to do it another time. It's just moving the center pieces in a clockwise direction. So if you have one side solved and it doesn't work at first, just do it again, because maybe sometimes when you go to rotate these 3 in a clockwise direction, maybe it needs to be rotated in a counterclockwise direction. When that happens, you can just do it twice in a row and it moves the pieces into the right spots. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later.